City Comic-Con. I'm ready to go. Kind of. My comics closet. Thanks for checking out my comics closet. I'm Lynn, and it's Motor City Comic-Con weekend, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna show a couple things I've got here to take with me, get signed, and we'll show what I can pick up when I get back. I may make this like a two-part video. Show this one tonight if I can get this on today, this weekend, and next weekend will be what I bring home. So I'm going to also show my new comic book day pickups from Wednesday, and I'm going to show a couple quick shows that aren't Motor City Comic Con. Of course, there's the the Funko Pop toy Pokemon and collectible show, which is at the Royal Elks Hall on November 18th, which is next weekend, and December 30th. And then there is the Great Lakes Comic Con, which is at the Macomb Expo Center on 12 Mile Road in Warren, Michigan, February 23rd and 24th. 24th is my birthday, so show up and we'll have a party. And then they also have the upcoming comic expos, which are just smaller versions, mostly comics. Not really any big guests or anything, cosplay contests. I mean, people do show up in costumes. But anyway, that's coming up. The next one's on December 9th. So there's a little QR code. And then the only other real show I know of is this Midland Mall Comic-Con, which is March 2nd and 3rd, 2024. And that's coming up next year. You don't have any price or anything, probably just in the mall, walk in the mall, and there it is. I used to go to shows like that all the time. But we'll talk about this one in a minute. Show these books I got from my local comics shop, Comics Corner. Got two locations, Fraser and Rochester Hills, which is the one I go to. And I've been going there for like 30 years. They've been going for 40 years. And if you want to have books cleaned and pressed, you can take them to the Fraser store and drop them off for Aaron, who is the Ant comic cleaner, and have your book pressed, cleaned. He's doing some whitening. I think his basic price is $15. He can do some extra stuff, go into the wet cleaning and whitening pages, brightening up the whole book. You have to get hold of him there through Instagram, and like I say, you can drop them off at the Fraser store for Comic Corner. So I'll show these books really quick and later. I'll show this one first, which is an image book, Scorched, number 23. Red cover. I don't really know much about it. Looks like Spawn in a helmet. And that may be that's the only non-Marvel book. It's kind of a light week. Then I got this Guardians of the Galaxy 8, I'm sorry. Guardians of the Galaxy 8, which kind of has a reminiscent cover of Giant Size X-Men, all brown. And then there is this Captain Marvel Dark Tempest number 5. Then we have the Punisher number 1. I believe this is the new Punisher. This man is different, or the man is different. The mission remains the same. So, I haven't heard a whole lot about the new Punisher. I mean, I'm not so happy about it, but I don't know what's going on, what they did to Frank Castle. I know they supposedly killed him in the last series. I wasn't up on that. But I'll have to check it out and see what's going on. I also have this Amazing Spider-Man, number 37. Gang War is coming. So, I don't know what's going on there. The big giant Spider-Man. Looks like an animal. Then I have this. Well, I always pick up these, which should have been the first thing. This is the Marvel Free Previews. The new Ultimate Spider-Man. The new Ultimate Universe coming. This is a thick book. It's not square bound, I don't believe, but it's, you know, and it's just a preview. For some reason, some of those become valuable. I think the one that had the first Miles Morales, you know, they had a preview of Miles Morales before the first book. But anyway, some of those become valuable. Oh, and then I didn't get anything off the Discerning Reader rack, but there wasn't any real #1 issues or anything that looked interesting, and I was kind of in a hurry. So I scanned through it. I didn't pick anything up, but I did pick up this Thanos #1, and this is a variant cover edition. It's the only variant one they had there on the rack at Comics Corner. They do have some of the original #1s, it looked like, and I may grab one of those. I like to get a lot of Thanos stuff. I like a lot of the cosmic Marvel stuff I try to keep up with. So when I go back, if they still should have some of the original issues, or maybe I'll see some at the show today. I'm going to the Motor City Comic Con here. Anyway, that's the last of the books I picked up from Comics Corner. So if you like that kind of stuff, I try to do these every week. Usually I don't get them out till the weekend, and then I try to add on something to it. But appreciate if you give me a thumbs up, comment, you know, subscribe, and if you want to share it out to your friends, I'd appreciate that. I'm trying to build up some subscribers. I'm getting close to having 100 videos. I'm trying to think of something maybe to do for a giveaway for that. So when I get to 250, I'm going to do a giveaway. I did a giveaway of a slab when I hit 100. So yeah, when I get to 250, I'll do a giveaway. Check out the Comic Book Community Awards. Anyway, so I'm getting ready to go to Motor City Comic Con, which this is the program from last year's. Spider-Gwen on the back, and Doc Brown, Back to the Future. I thought I had a book up here signed by him. I have a book signed by him. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher Lloyd was there last year. Actually, it wasn't last year. I think it was in May, right? Yeah, this spring. It was a spring show. I had Christopher Lloyd sign a couple of Back to the Future books, which I also had. I think, was this in? Yes, I think this was actually the spring show. I had Simon Bisley sign this book, X-Men Unlimited, because the interior art is Simon Bisley. It's like a scratch, but it's just a scuff. The interior art, Simon Bisley. This cover, which I think is awesome, is done by David Finch. So he's at the show this weekend. So I'm going to take this book and have it cracked out and have him sign it. These are all other books that I've either had signed or I purchased at Motor City Comic Con over the last 2 or 3 years. I'm going to go buy my tickets here in just a little bit. It's a little after 11 in the morning on Friday, actually. The show starts at noon. I'm about half an hour away, so I'm trying to get this done, and now I'm heading that way. So anyway, yeah, these are all books I had signed at Motor City Comic Con over the last few years. This was in May of 2021. One had Ming Na Wen sign this one, which came back in 9/8 with the Cavalry. I had her sign this one also, which is Shield #1, inspired by the TV show. And then I met Clark Gregg and had him sign it, which he signed it in black that you can barely see. And then this one I thought was really cool. I had Jonathan Frakes sign the Star Trek Next Generation Space Between photo cover, and it came back in 9/8. I bought it at a little comic store kind of north of here, and I knew it was in really nice shape. I thought it could get a 9/8. I figured it'd be a 9/6. This is signed by William Shatner. Tech World, a book I guess that he collaborated on, or I think he's put down as the author. There was also some kind of a TV series. And then these comics were out. I had him sign this. I also had him sign that, Star Trek the Motion Picture #1. I also had him sign this, which is Star Trek The Wrath of Khan Select Division disc. You can see I had Shatner sign it right down there. So I got to meet him and talk to him for at least 45 seconds. So then down there I have another book, that's Lobo's Back, #1, signed by Simon Bisley in pink. I had that whole series signed. I think one of them came back 9/6. The other ones I think were all 9/4s. That is the Yondu page out of the Marvel handbook that I had Michael Rooker sign. Get a better picture of that. And these are books I bought. My best books, I think, that I bought at Motor City Comic Con. Let me get this out of the way here. I actually bought this one, the number 4, and the 5.5 here. These out of the way. At the same time. Then I ended up buying this one. Like for almost the same price I paid for that one. Because prices were a little higher at the time, but I was looking for this. Then I'm getting this one. I don't remember what I paid for that. No more than this, a little more. This I bought at the same time I bought these two. It's a 4.5 of number 9. I paid $40 for that. It was in a box. All the slabs in it were $40. This is Spider-Man number 10. Amazing Spider-Man number 10 first print. And it's 3.0 Universal. And it's got a hole punched right there by the Enforcers. But besides that, it's a really nice shaped book. You know, it looks really good. I think that hole just holds it way back. So I also have some books here I'm going to take to get signed. I'll show real quick. I have this Star Trek. It's got 2 Jim Kirks on it. But Walter Koenig, who is Chekhov, is going to be there. And I don't know if he's prominently in there at all. I might have him sign it. I have another one here. Oh, I have another one of those. So I may just have him sign this. Or I may have him sign that. I'm going to take that one too. Maybe have him sign it. I know he's in that one. Chekhov's in that story. Who played RoboCop? I think of his name now. RoboCop's going to be there. So I may have him sign this. I'll put his name down below. I know it. And Billy D. Williams is going to be there. Who is Lando Calrissian. So I've got my Lando and this one, which I'm not going to take it out, but this is actually just a blank white sketch cover of the same book, Lando number 1. And then I have these new X-Men in newsstand. And these are David Finch art. 2 of them here. New X-Men 44, part of the Messiah Complex. And Uncanny X-Men 492. So it's the whole Messiah Complex storyline, and it has that wraparound border cover. And then I have this Spider-Man 2099, which is in really great shape. And Rick Leonardi, who is the artist for this series, is going to be there. So those are the books I'm going to take to the Motor City Comic Con. There's a lot of other people there. I'm going to look around and see. I'm going to come back tonight, try to find out whatever else I'm going to take for tomorrow. I'll do a quick shoot, show what's going on, and so I get this posted. I may get part of it posted tonight and then do the rest of it for next week or sometime. Who knows? See, probably gonna be a 2-parter if I can get this out tonight. So. Appreciate you checking me out here in my comics closet, where we take comic collecting right out of the closet.